So in future, if it turns out to be a situation where, let us say, the biggest prime ministers and presidents of the biggest powers of this world, they're all women. Most of them are women. That biggest companies you are seeing, the super giants, they're all women. What kind of world would it be? Better? Worse? Same?
Depends on the stages. So I'll try to categorize into two stages. One, the earlier stage, and second, the later on stage. So earlier stage, I believe that since the time of evolution, since the time we have existed, men has suppressed women so badly that they don't even have right on their life. They get usually objectified. They are the one who usually get treated like you don't have to choose your dreams. You are just here to reproduce. You are just here to increase the number of people over here. You do not have any right. Earlier, you were dependent on your father. After marriage, you are dependent on your husband, and afterwards, at the old age, you're gonna dependent on your son. So that's how cycle happens, right? So that's how they are treated. But when they'll be ruling the world, so obviously I believe that women usually have some, they are epitome of softness, I believe.
All right.
They are soft in nature. They are something, they have this motherly nature inside of them. Every girl has that. Because women are meant to produce, right?
Lot of empathy. Are you talking about that?
So they carries lot of sympathy, they carries lot of softness inside of them. So I believe 80% of women, I'm talking about the first category, I'm not going over the later stage. In the first category, 80% of women, they'll be handling the world that they want to create the balance now. Usually it is considered, it is intercepted like that. The girls or the people who get bullied, they usually bully. It happens when we go into colleges and hostels. People who are ragging you are usually the one who got bullied earlier or got ragged by their seniors. So it always happens. So a lot of you must be thinking that they must be doing the same. No, I believe that women have the softness. They understand things more nicely than men. They are the traits, they are the personality traits of men and women. Men also has some strong points. Women also has some strong points.
The thing that I see is that there's a male and women in almost everyone, because we have seen a lot of men also or males also who are very sensitive. So it might be the case.
That's why I'm telling 80%.
Yeah, we cannot generalize.
We can't generalize. That's why I'm telling that 80% women. Suppose if I become one of them, let's say if I become one of them, I'll try to maintain the balance. I'll not try to make things worse for men, like the way you have, like the way I have been treated, the way other women, I have seen other women getting treated around me. I'm not gonna do the same to others, because I believe that it is kind of a signal which universe is giving. I believe in that, that you have to maintain the balance.
Yeah, see, if today sooner women are also getting power and they are treated equally to a huge extent, that men are responsible for that. There are some men who thought that they deserve this and we should give the power to them and look at their capability. So obviously if women get into power, they will also be thinking. And also above all, unlike men and women, like regardless of that, humans are evolving and we have learned a lot from our past. So after the World War II, obviously we have learned that how to not have another world war, and we have learned from that. And in the same manner, women understand that if you are going to suppress someone, then that is the person who is going to revolt. Obviously that has happened throughout the history. That is how things goes. Every revolution is because of that only. Every civil war is because of that only. So we have learned that. So obviously it would be a beautiful world if there's like 50% men and 50% women, and we live in a world where that is not even something that you notice, right? Like we are treated as human beings and it does not matter anymore. No inequality. Women can get out at night 3 o'clock in the morning, no problem, alone also, like that.
Look, Ashish, what I think that it cannot be the thing that women will not be stopping this war, civil wars, and this they'll be trying to bring the peace. The only thing which I'm focusing over is that they'll be trying to bring equality, because they have been suppressed. They have been subsidized throughout their life. So they are the ones who have tolerated everything. So I think seeing that, seeing that and keeping that in mind, they'll try to bring equality, and they'll not be doing the same thing as men have been doing to us throughout these years.
Okay, so tell me about this.
I got deja vu.
So what happens is that it is generally said that men are power thirsty.
Yeah.
We want to leave our name in the history books.
Yeah.
And you look at the kings and the rulers and the dictators. Like Hitler wants to capture the whole world. Then same goes with Stalin. He wants to capture a huge part.
Yeah.
Alexander wants to do it. Tsar wants to do it. So there has been a lot of examples.
Yeah.
If all the rulers and the presidents and the prime ministers are females, let us say, will they also be power thirsty and want to conquer more, or they will go for peace?
Look, Ashish, what I see, I think in regard of this is that when power term comes, the thirst for power does not depend on gender. Anyone can be thirsty of that.
Okay.
Any man can be thirsty of that, or any woman can be thirsty of that. You never know.
Why
Right?
do you think power is so beautiful to a lot of people? Like, I want more land, I want more money,
Yeah,
I want more slaves.
Yeah, like the way Gagan, the one who came in your podcast.
Yeah, Momentum
if you are not
Podcast.
knowing,
Episode
the one
20.
came in Momentum Podcast with Ashish. He was telling that he has seen a lot of girls in his life who are more passionate than him, who are so good in their career that he has to go to them and ask them like how the things get done. So they are independent, they are career oriented.
All
And
right.
you sometimes what happens, the thirst and the orientation, if you are oriented towards something, there is very thin line between desire and thirst, right? So
Yeah,
you never know when you are gonna jump that. So if girls are also that oriented towards career, they can also jump that line. I'm saying that.
Yeah, see, obviously being passionate is nothing wrong, and
Yeah.
it is good that you're driven and you love what you do and you
Yeah.
want to do more of that. You want to be, let us say, the best at it.
Yeah.
But there's something completely different that I want power. I want
Exactly.
people to kneel in front of me. I want that whatever I want, it will happen. If I say that person dies, that person dies. If I say that person obeys me, that person obeys me. That is like thirst of power. You understand? I'm saying
But
that.
we have seen some good women also. You were telling me one example where that women send that king to the another country that, look, we didn't do these things. You are thinking we did.
Yeah. See, that was the whole different story. That is the story of King Henry. There's
Yeah.
a movie on him. It was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
So it is a super slow one. So most of the people won't be able to pass 20 minutes past
Okay.
that. But basically what happened is that French and England UK has been, at that time it was England only. So French and England have been fighting for a millennium. They have been fighting for thousands of years like that.
Yeah.
Now they are buddies, but that is their history. At that time, somewhere close to 1400s, 1500s, what happened is once King Henry raised a war against France based on a simple rumor that some French people have sent some assassin to assassinate him. And he was told that, and what he did, that I cannot take it lightly, otherwise they will think that I'm a coward. Let's invade them. He does that, he defeats them, and ultimately the king of France surrenders, and he says that here's a thing, let us have a bond, marry my daughter and take her with you, and let us have a peaceful life from now onwards. The king of England takes the daughter and goes back, and the daughter asks a simple question: why did you invade France?
Yeah.
And he said that, see, your father sent an assassin to kill me. And she says that, I know my father better than anyone.
Okay.
And he never did that.
Yeah.
And now what answer does he have? So the actual thing that happened is that someone from England only rumored this because they wanted war against France.
Yeah.
And the king was very naive. It is a very crazy story. That person actually did not even wanted to be the king. He just said that I don't want any power, I'm out of this. And what happened is that his only brother died the day before he was to be crowned as king. And now he knows that if I do not take the crown of the king, the whole nation is going to go for civil strife.
Yeah.
So he takes the power, and then he finds out the power sooner or later did engulf him also.
Yeah.
And that is the whole thing, that girl was so wise,
Yeah.
but she is not the king.
She's not the queen.
Sorry, she's not the queen. Yeah, whatever. Like,
But
if
she
she's
can be the king also. Like if she's
the
in
queen,
that terms.
obviously queen does not have the power. Most of the time, king has all the power. But I'm talking about she is not the one who is at the ultimate power.
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying.
So that thing, her kingdom would have been very beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel so.
Yeah, but that is my question. It looks beautiful, but that, like I said, that king did not even want it to be the king. But as soon as he is the king, the power engulfs him as well. So who is to say that queen will not be engulfed?
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's
she
my
wants
point
more.
too.
She wants more.
Yeah, that's my point too. The same as stardom. That stardom engulfs you. If a person becomes overnight sensation, if a person gets stardom like this, so that stardom engulfs them, and that's why you may be hearing a lot of suicide cases of